Scotland's schools haven't been fully open for a single day this year. These empty tables and empty chairs, testimony to a miserable winter lockdown. Classrooms are still open for a handful of pupils, like the children of key workers, but they tell me, enthusiastically, that they miss their friends.
Are you excited about getting all of your classmates back in?
Then some good news for those pupils. Scotland's First Minister announced nurseries and the first 3 years of primary school will return from Monday next week.
We are very deliberately choosing to use the very limited headroom we have right now to get at least some children back to school, because children's education and well-being is such an overriding priority. But being able to get children back to education may mean the rest of us living with some other restrictions for longer. This first phase of the reopening of schools will go ahead as planned on Monday.
Watching the announcement at home, mum of 3 Stacey heard her youngest daughter Lila is going back to nursery, but her 2 older children will be homeschooling for at least another month.
How are you finding homeschooling?
Terrible. I don't feel as if I'm doing enough for my children. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself because I know I'm not a teacher, but I don't feel as I'm doing enough for them.
At 16, Lucy already worries about being left behind.
I've never sat an exam. Last year was cancelled, this year is cancelled, and don't know what's going to happen next year. I don't know if I'm going to be sitting Highers, which is probably one of the hardest exams to sit next year when I've not had an exam ever.
A roadmap for Scotland leaving this lockdown will be published next week. That road is likely to be long, but schools reopening is a significant piece of the puzzle, building back to normality. Peter Smith, ITV News, Glasgow.